Hi, welcome to second phase of data science learning. If you have not watched my earlier video, I would recommend you to go and watch it where we discussed about learning basic Excel tips and executing basic statistics in Excel, summarizing the data, visualizing the data in Excel, which will give you a start to data science learning journey. So if you haven't watched my earlier video, I would recommend you to go and watch that video before you continue this video. Alright, to start with phase 2, we are at a juncture of deciding one great open source programming language out of two. So we need to select between R or Python. Both of them are great and easy to understand. Both are widely used in data science community. Both have the libraries or the packages to support data science packages. It's up to one individual to choose one of them. My personal choice is Python, but I am not insisting you guys to just learn Python. You can choose either R or Python, but don't try to learn two things at the same time. There is an easy way to practice these two programming languages. There is a service or emulator called Anaconda where you can practice R or Python. Let's see how to install it and use it. Open any browser and type Anaconda download. So you will be navigated to the downloading page, and here you just need to go and say download, and it will take you to the section where you if you have Windows option, Mac OS or Linux. Mine is Windows, so I will select this one and download it from here. When it starts downloading, it will take 5 to 10 minutes of time depending on your network speed. Yeah, it is downloaded now. Just click on the downloaded file, hit next and agree to the terms, and it is just me, and see where you are installing it. If it is fine, go next and install. And I will always check the second option and just install. Once it is installed, go to your browser, type Anaconda, and it will open the current page. So here you can see it has Jupyter Notebook where you can practice Python. You can install RStudio, and there are some other IDEs like Spider, Qt Console, Jupyter Lab, and this visualization library. So you have plenty of options here. Even you can install a TensorFlow, Jupyter Notebook. So it will ask which browser you wanted to access it. I choose Google Chrome, and in few minutes it will open like this, and it is pretty much easy to navigate and go here and start your new Python. Here is the Jupyter Notebook that we used. You can practice the Python programming here that we discussed. The beauty of it is like you can save it as a notebook, and you can use that you can save or open that note and share it with your friends. As a data scientist, you need to code efficiently in order to handle large data sets. To do that, you need to learn any of these programming languages in a systematic way. If you choose to learn R, there are plenty of the playlists available on YouTube, but my recommendation is to learn from Marine Stat Lectures. There are two playlists in it. One is for beginners, one is for statistics. Both of them are very well planned and easy to understand. There are exercises in it after each and every video, so you can practice those exercises and get a hands-on with it. If you choose Python or R, I would recommend to go with playlists of Code Basics. There are playlists for Basic Python, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib and Seaborn, where Basic Python playlist will give you the start. NumPy is developed based on arrays, so it will help you to handle the large data sets. Pandas on top of it has a data frame as its advantage, so you can save your data sets as data frame and access it like SQL tables using SQL queries. And Matplotlib is used for visualizations like scatter plot, histogram, bar chart. You can practice all these charts with Matplotlib. And Seaborn is another visualization package where you can learn advanced visualizations with it. So for all these concepts, there are different playlists. I'll be giving links for these playlists in the description below. So go through them and practice it thoroughly. You can select any playlist you like, but these are very well planned and easily understandable for the beginners. And do not forget to check the description, because each and every video has some exercises in it. Those exercises will help you to gain the practical knowledge. Otherwise, you tend to lose or forget after a couple of weeks. You don't want to spend too much of time learning programming languages at the time of learning data science algorithms, because your focus gets distracted and you will not be learning in depth about algorithms of data science. I am suggesting below points. 1. Avoid learning from multiple resources or multiple playlists, because it distracts the focus and you will end up spending a lot of time in browsing. Second thing is, avoid going through just few concepts of these playlists, because you want to be ahead of the group, so you need to learn everything thoroughly. Don't leave any concept. Third thing is, don't forget to get hands-on. Just watching will not help you, because it's not a web series. And summarize your learnings for that week, so they will help you to backtrack when it is needed. This phase will take 7 to 8 weeks of your time. So if you spend 2 to 3 weeks in Excel and basic statistics, and you are going to spend 7 to 8 weeks here, that will be 10 to 11 weeks of your time so far. Next phase is going to be even more exciting, where you will be getting into learning real art of data science. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It will encourage me to do more videos to share with you guys. Also, you will get a notification when I upload a video. All the best. Monstrous phase 3 is coming, guys. Good luck.